Like, how do you commit to work on one idea and finishing it? Okay, so just illustrations, if you can give feedback on that, right? How does that apply to kids? You told me once, right? Sometimes they're into one thing and they're on to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. So how would that apply to you doing an activity that basically you'll finish, that keeps their interest? Like, what are the motivating factors behind that? Yeah, well, because a lot of it stems from childhood, right? Like, you know, all the diagnosis of all these, you know, weird diseases, you know, that basically, if, you know, taking it from someone like me, right? I had every disease you can think of then. See what I'm saying? Like ADHD and all that, you know, got to remember a lot of those are invented, right? I mean, at least for me, they're invented. Otherwise, I'd be locked up in the insane asylum, right? Because you know, the reason I do art the way I do it and the way I is story driven, right? It comes from purpose. Does that make sense, Duck? Well, first is the plan. Explain what we're going to do before we can leave the project. Set a small goal that's attainable so when you go. So it's thinking from, right? So basically thinking from. And thinking, going into the storyline of whatever it is, right? So someone taking notes? Someone taking notes on this? Because I'm about to go off. In a good way. Okay, so the way I see it as an artist, right, like as an art educator too, right, if I were working with your youngest, right, just illustrations, I would, you know, bring them into a world, right, through a portal. And the portal, of course, is story time, right? And that's how I, like this painting I'm doing, how I finish it, right? Because at one point, I've set it up, right, to have enough structure and form that it's informing me of something. Right? So at one point, to me, it becomes a real video game. Like, now I'm like, I want to know where this is taking me.